right, good morning. We're on the record in case number D08402-438C, Stroh versus Lavin. Mr. Miley, your appearance, please.
Edward Miley, 6063, on behalf of Mr. Stroh, Mr. Stroh, who is appearing for Unbundled. I am appearing by phone because I'm having a problem, I guess, with hooking in.
All right, Miss Backus, your turn.
Good morning, Your Honor. Shay Backus, bar number 8361, appearing today on behalf of Athea Lavin.
All right. My first question, Mr. Stroh, why did you not go get the drug test that we ordered?
I didn't make it down there.
All right. We're going to give you one more shot to go make it down there.
Okay.
All right. Now we're going to take a different route on this case today. We're going to continue with the reunification, but Mom, you're going to participate in every meeting. This is a family reunification. All three of you are going to participate, and we're going to find out what's going on here. And I suggest participate good because we are going to restart the original schedule, or at least the schedule that it was in 6 weeks.
Judge?
Yes, sir?
I have a question for you.
What's that?
With respect to all three of you are going to participate, I just wanted to make sure that the order, well, I wanted to clarify with you, but the order should say all three participate according to therapist one. So they may be...
No, all three are going to participate. They're going to be there at every session because if Mom's not encouraging the child enough, the reunifier needs to know. If Dad's doing something wrong, Mom needs to know. And the child needs to know that Mom and Dad have a united front that this child in 6 weeks will start going and spending every other weekend with his father again.
How about every week? Every other week?
Was it every other week? Because that was the last order I could find.
Yes, Your Honor. It was every other week. We had on and off every 7 days.
Okay, all right. Oh, you had, hold it, you had every other week?
Yeah, we had 7 days on, 7 days off.
Okay, all right, then it will go back to 7 days on, 7 days off. These orders will start being followed. And that's, Mom, that's why you are going to start doing this therapy. You know, I've double-checked and I've triple-checked, and the one thing every judge has told me is these orders must be enforced. Dad will get his visitation time, so Mom, you are going to need to participate so that you can make sure that this child knows that you and Dad are on the same footing on this. And that he's not going to come running back to you and you feel sorry for him. Because I don't want to have to change custody, but it's coming close to it. Yes, Miss Backus.
Good morning, Your Honor. I just wanted to give the court an update. My client actually has been the one complying with the reunification therapy. She immediately turned in her paperwork at the end of May and just got notified last week that Mr. Stroh turned in his paperwork, and she is actually...
I'm not here to point fingers. I'm just here to say both parties are going to participate. They're going to participate as the therapist wants, and I am going to get a report. I want a report when we're coming back here because I want to see how it goes. We're going to come back here, though, in 8 weeks because I want to make sure that Mr. Stroh is getting his time.
And then one quick question.
Yes, ma'am.
Just two things, because Miss Lavin was able to talk to Miss Wellborn on Sunday night. A couple things that needed to be addressed.
Mr. Stroh, will you please stop? Mute her.
I got the kids back here for a second. Sorry.
Okay.
I have kids.
Well, then tell the kids to leave the room.
I am. Just a
second.
second.
Thank you. Let's give them a second. Make sure the kids aren't in there.
Okay.
Okay. All right, go ahead, Miss Backus.
Okay, so Ms. Wellborn needed a couple things to understand, because when we kind of did our order, we were all kind of stipulating to it, but there were some things that were missing, she said, that were normally in these orders for reunification therapy. And I'll make sure the report is before the next hearing. I can put that in the draft order. The other thing was...
Whoa, you're getting garbled. Okay, can I have the other two people mute your phones? Maybe that'll help. Let's try it again.
Okay. One thing she was asking is if it would be permissible for the court to allow the FNC interview and cadence therapist reports over to her, as well as Thea's going to sign the release. Caden's therapist to talk to her as well, but that was one thing because I know that's like subject to confidentiality. And the other item was with respect to financial responsibility for reunification therapy.
They're gonna split the cost.
One thing I was going to ask for is my client has paid 100% of like.
Okay, all right, hang on. You're too close to the mic.
Me?
Yeah,
That
try,
better?
let's try that.
Okay, so what I was going to propose is that each of them pay their own time with
You're
Ms.
gonna
Wellborn.
split the cost. They're gonna split it 50-50.
And then my last request would be because Theo's been paying for all of Caden's therapy for the last couple years, and Tony doesn't like follow the 30-30 rules. He just denies her
Well, then
request.
do a schedule of arrears, and I'll reduce it to judgment. I
Okay.
mean, there's proper ways of doing this stuff, and just putting it out here on the record like this is not the proper way of doing it. Yes, Mr. Stroh. Oh, you're muted, sir.
With regards to that, Your Honor, I've never been invited to any therapist. We have joint legal, joint physical custody. There's no appointment set to me.
Okay,
And
then
I don't feel that
hold on a
she's
second.
taken the-
Hold on a second, please. I want to see where he was notified of when these therapy appointments were. Okay,
And
next.
that's saying that's why I'm not paying
Okay,
those bills
all
because
right. Well,
she,
I'm going to have them provide me with proof that they notified you of when the appointment was, and if you were notified, you're going to be paying half of it.
she takes her and uses the appointment for herself with that therapist as well.
Well, then it's
So-
going to have to be for the child only, and the billing will tell me who it was for. Okay?
Well, yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Miley, we're leaving you out of this. Anything you need to add?
No, Your Honor, everything's fine. I just want to make sure that they've got a therapist, they got an appointment set up, everything's good to go, so there's nothing that blocks them.
Yeah. No. These overnights will start in 6 weeks. Mr. Miley, I'm going to let you do the order. Hold it. Yes, Miss Backus.
I just wanted to clarify because what sometimes does happen with these proceedings is we'll do this, the owner will issue this order, and then can we put it also subject to the parties participating?
No. The child
So-
will start. The child has one of two choices: either every other week or every week. That is going to be the choice from this point forward. Okay? No, I'm enforcing, ma'am. This has been going on too long.
I
Now,
get that.
this report was very clear that Dad was making very good headway, and then something switched. And I don't know what that something is. So Mom is going to start participating again, and Dad is going to start getting his time. No more cheating this man out of his time, because I will change custody temporarily and hold an evidentiary hearing. You'll have a chance to prove whether or not it should be permanent or not. Mr. Stroh, you may want to consider hiring Mr. Miley permanently right now.
And Your Honor, we've talked about that, yes.
Okay. Miss
But I
Backus,
just
yes?
wanted to make sure that Tony and that Mr. Stroh participates in the reunification therapy.
Well, he's going to have to participate. If he doesn't participate, then it's going to be his fault. But the problem is this is going to start in 6 weeks. And the report that I read said that Dad was participating and he was doing good. So no more of this. Yes, Mr. Stroh. I think I covered your complaint on that.
Yes, I did show up to every therapy session without...
And that is what the report said. So, Mom,
Also,
you're going to start participating every single one.
Also, Your Honor, to pick up my son every time I was supposed to pick him
I
up.
know it.
I was not allowed.
I know. This is going to start happening. It's going to start happening. A 12-year-old child does not get to tell his parents what he's going to do. He is still just a child. And Mom, if you cannot be the parent, then unfortunately, I will have to take your time away and give this child to his father. But Dad, no more torture punishment. No more making him kneel on rice. No more doing any of that. Okay? There's a proper way, and that is not proper.
Okay.
Okay?
I understand that. I
Okay.
understood that after it happened, so...
All right. Well,
Yes, Your Honor.
that is probably just one of the many reasons on why we're here. But we're going to make sure that these many reasons are covered, and the only way this child is going to trust his dad is by us making him do it and not feed into his fear.
feeding him here.
Absolutely. Yes, Your Honor, I agree.
Okay. All right. Then who wants to prepare the order? Because I know Miss Backus was talking about something else needed to be added in the order. Was it?
I thought you wanted.
Yeah, the other,
Hang on.
the other thing,
Hang on, Mr.
Sorry.
Riley. What was that, ma'am?
say Backus for the record, it was the releasing the family mediation center interview and the therapist
Yeah.
report.
Let's go ahead and release those. Let's release those records. Miss Backus, I'm going to let you do a separate order for that one. Mr. Miley gets to do the other one. Yes, sir. Mr. Stroh?
Can we also include the therapist notes from Betsy Morgan? I tried to get them from her.
Yeah. Yes, I want Betsy Morgan's records. I want every therapist except Mom's personal records.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
I want everyone to have everything that we need to make sure that this happens and this happens properly. Yes, ma'am.
In your clarification, because one of the therapists, the one that Tony had fired last year, would not give the records out unilaterally to Caden's current therapist. So I
Here's the problem with that. If a HIPAA release is signed, they're required to do it, and Dad still has joint legal custody. So the therapist could possibly be walking into a lawsuit if she does not provide those records. So that needs to go in the order that those records need to be provided so that she's not opened up to a lawsuit. I'm tired of playing games. If you haven't noticed, this case should have been closed a long time ago, and it's going to get closed out, and it's going to get closed out fast now. All right. Anything else?
I think we're good, Your Honor.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Ms. Backus, the order regarding the medical records, Mr. Miley, everything else.
And our return date is.
September 2nd at 9 a.m.
September 2nd at 9 a.m.
All right.
Oh, happy birthday.
All right.